Ernie Johnson. And coming right up, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Knicks in New York. Looking at the Knicks, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pelicans at Smoothie King Center. They suffered an upset loss, perhaps a loss of focus, but you can be certain that won't be the case tonight. And before we tip off, I just need to ask Shaq, when you think back to great teams,
a guy who gets you involved, a guy who has the same dreams and aspirations that you have about the game.
Well, that name sounds like Kobe Bryant to me that you were talking about, but I always look for guys who could push me. I mean, and I could push them at the same time, where we could work together. I mean, it's a family, the basketball.
We're coming at you from beautiful New York City as the Knicks prepare to take the home court. The New York Knicks come into this one following a loss, guys, to the New Orleans Pelicans.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about that game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
And I think that's exactly what they have to do, guys. Don't dwell on the final score. You know, think about the things you did well and move forward and take it from there.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Richardson, he's in at point guard. At the 2 and the 3 are Mayo and Parker. Greg Monroe is out there with Miles Plumlee. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
That's an efficient start for them offensively, working it inside for the easy 2 points.
And Clark, that's what you like to duplicate time and time again for the rest of the game.
On defense, Milwaukee. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Here's Richardson. The Knicks making the shot. He tries for 3. Shot's good. Richardson's got 5 now.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Lopez, a screen on Parker. Anthony drives in. He used that pick to perfection. Anthony's got his first 2 points.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And here is Anthony following the three-pointer by Freak. Pass to Porzingis. Some nice passing by New York here. Thompson from long range. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. It's Parker with the drive. Richardson kicks to Monroe. Inside. It's picked off. Anthony against Mayo. Cannon the pass to Porzingis. Lopez inside. Anthony takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Parker outside. Now here's Richardson. D right on him. Clock is at 3. And count the basket. He was fouled and he's going to the line for 1 more.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
A different look for New York. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Isaiah Cannon. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton comes in for O.J. Mayo. Now here's Anthony. He's coming off a 13-point game against New Orleans.
I tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
Parker with it. Williams picks him up. Here's Richardson. Drains the 19-footer. Richardson's got 13. Knicks trail by 7. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. From the corner. Here's Monroe. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Really the right play defensively if you can't block.
The Knicks shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And New York looking at who they've got. Jared Bayless is out there with Thompson. Then there's Charlie Villanueva. Then it's Derek Williams. And it's Anthony in at the 3 slot. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls, boy, was he tremendous. He ended with 16 points and had some really high assist totals for him, usually not known to be a guy to create for his teammates. His performance just another outstanding outing that has become more and more common for him.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, GA?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to compete and win. Let's hope he's got that same attitude, that same energy, that same swag here tonight.
And stolen by Richardson. Here's Antetokounmpo. Finished off.